Accused of threatening to divorce my wife if she doesn't become a proper homemaker in the next month. Am I in the wrong? Here's the full story. Hey Reddit. I'm a 35-year-old guy, and I've been married to my wife, Emma, for 32, for the last 7 years. We have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. Emma has been a stay-at-home mom since our second child was born, and at first, I didn't mind it. I make good money as a software engineer, so I can support us financially. But lately, I've started to feel the pressure of carrying the entire load. Now, before anyone jumps in, I'm not saying that being a stay-at-home mom isn't a job, it absolutely is. But here's the thing, I've been doing the financial heavy lifting while Emma seems to be slacking when it comes to household chores. At first, it wasn't a huge deal. We'd have dinner on the table, the house would be somewhat clean, and our kids were taken care of. But over the last few months, things have started to get out of hand. The house has become cluttered. There's a pile of laundry in the living room that's been there for weeks, and dishes sometimes pile up for days. The kids are often running around in their pajamas until well after lunch. I get home from work, and I can't find a clean spot on the couch to sit without moving toys or clothes. It just feels like I'm living in a house where the basic upkeep is being neglected. I've talked to Emma about it multiple times. At first, she was apologetic, saying she'd been overwhelmed, but then it turned into excuses. She said she was tired, or that the kids were difficult that day, or that she didn't feel well. But I started noticing it wasn't just a bad week or two, it was becoming a pattern. Every day seemed to bring new complaints or new reasons for why things couldn't be done. I'm not the type to blow up, but I hit my breaking point last week. I had asked her for the 3rd time in a row to do a load of laundry, and she said she was too busy with the kids. I'm sorry, but the kids were napping. I was frustrated and, honestly, tired of carrying everything. I told her that if things didn't change, I was seriously considering divorce. I told her that I needed her to step up and take her role in the house seriously. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and I realize that it might have been an overreaction, but I honestly didn't know what else to do. I felt like I had no other options. I explained to her that we were both supposed to be partners, and I couldn't keep doing everything myself. I told her I needed her to become a proper homemaker in the next month or else I didn't see how we could continue living like this. She was shocked, and understandably so. She started crying, saying she couldn't believe I'd threaten our marriage over something like this. I tried to explain how I felt, but she didn't seem to get it. She just kept saying that I didn't understand how hard it was to stay home with the kids all day and that she needed more support. I've been thinking about this for days now, and I'm honestly not sure if I'm in the wrong or not. I feel like she should be doing more, but at the same time, I don't want to seem like a jerk or a bad husband. So, I'm asking you all, am I in the wrong? Update. First of all, thank you to everyone who commented and shared their thoughts. I've read through all the comments, and I appreciate the support, the tough love, and the constructive criticism. After reading everything, I realized I've been going about this all wrong. A lot of people pointed out that my approach wasn't the best, and I see that now. Threatening divorce over household responsibilities is extreme, and it wasn't fair to put that kind of pressure on Emma. I didn't consider her feelings properly, and I didn't communicate my frustrations in a healthy way. I see that now, and I sincerely regret how I handled it. So, I sat down with Emma, and we had a long, honest conversation. I told her that I was sorry for bringing up divorce, that it was out of line, and that I shouldn't have made her feel that way. I also explained that my frustrations were more about how we weren't communicating well and how it felt like I was carrying the majority of the burden. We talked about what was happening at home and how she had been feeling. Emma admitted that she'd been struggling with the pressure of managing the house and the kids on her own. She confessed that she felt isolated at times and overwhelmed, but she hadn't communicated that to me properly. She also said that she had been feeling a bit lost about her role as a stay-at-home mom and didn't know how to get back on track. We decided that we'd try to work together as a team, rather than me placing the entire burden on her to fix things. I suggested we create a weekly routine or checklist to make sure we're both staying on top of things. I also agreed that I would take over some of the household tasks when I'm home, like helping with the kids or doing dishes after dinner. We both committed to being more open about our feelings, so that this doesn't happen again. Emma and I also agreed to seek out some help. She's going to try to get back into therapy for herself, to help with the emotional toll of staying home with the kids. And I'm going to make sure I'm more present when I get home from work, so she feels supported. I think we're in a much better place now. The house still isn't perfect, but we're taking small steps to improve things. I appreciate the feedback, and I really do feel like I've learned a lot from this experience. Final update. So, it's been a few months since I last updated you all, and things have gotten a lot better. I wanted to share where we are now. After our talk, we stuck to our new routine. Emma has been able to keep up with the housework much better, and I've been more hands-on with the kids when I get home. We've both had to adjust, but the communication between us is much better now. We still have our moments, but overall, things are moving in a positive direction. One of the biggest changes for Emma is that she started therapy again. It's been really helpful for her to have an outlet and to work through some of her feelings. It's been tough at times, but I can tell that she's feeling more confident and settled in her role. The house is still not always spotless. I'm not expecting perfection, but we both feel like we're managing it together. We've had more family time and fewer arguments about the house. Our kids are happy, and Emma seems much more relaxed. As for me, I've learned that marriage is all about teamwork, and it's important to approach these issues with empathy rather than ultimatums. I'm proud of the progress we've made, and I truly believe that we're in a stronger place now than we were before. Thanks again to everyone who gave me advice. I really appreciate it.